Afternoon, Andoni. Just a 1 point from 5 Premier League games. Obviously been a really tough run. You've had some really difficult fixtures. You always said at the beginning of the season that, after a couple of games you'd slip down the table. Do you feel you're where you deserve to be at the moment, or is this perhaps an underperforming team?
It's a good question. I think if you ask me, I think probably at the beginning of the seasons we got more points than we deserve in that moment, and now we are getting less points than we are deserving. But at the end, I think in 38 games this will balance, no? And you can think we deserve. I think the distances in the table are still very small, but I think more or less, yes, we are where we should be. Probably, if you ask me, we should be a little bit, but if you ask other managers, we'll say the same. So the table is what it counts.
I was intrigued to see that against Everton on Tuesday night, Bournemouth named their youngest ever starting 11 since promotion to the Premier League in 2015. Does that show that this is a young group at the start of a journey, and that maybe there should be a little bit more awareness and patience with the fan base and what you're trying to do and what you're achieving?
Yeah, this is a fact. No, the other day I think we played with 7 new signings in the starting 11. A lot of them are very, very young, as you said, no, and this is gonna be a process, no. That's why we talk, no, in the summer, no. This is gonna be like a rebuild, and we will have this time of ups and downs, and players will personally, some of them adapt more quickly, the others need more minutes, more mistakes, more. But this is part of the process, and we know it, and we have to accept these things. Obviously, we want to compete and we want to always get good performances, but we know that we are in a part of this history where we are changing a lot of things. Yes.
A few weeks ago, everyone was getting carried away talking about Europe, and now everyone's looking at the table and looking at the relegation zone. So, are you in a relegation fight, or you're in a fight for Europe?
I think that's why you asked me about goals. No, at the beginning of the season, I always say I don't believe in long-term goals, because we start very well, and you are close to Europe and you are there, and then you lose games, and you are gonna relegate, and I don't know. I think we were not as good. Now we are not as bad as we look. Somewhere in the middle, no. During 38 games, you will have periods where you are struggling more because whatever the form, the injuries, the suspensions, the periods where everything looks like easy, other periods where you feel that every game is very difficult to win, others that you don't know but you finish winning games, and we have to go through this period. We understand, no, the outside, when you are doing not well, you have to accept the critics. When you are doing very well, you have to also know what's your place, and we try to keep it like this.
Team news ahead of the Chelsea game this weekend. I know a number of players coming back from suspension, maybe 1 or 2 others missing through suspension and injuries. Could you just give us the latest on your squad and how it's looking?
Yes, from the injury side, apart from the suspensions, that you know that we have Tyler and Lou out, is the 2 Scottish players that they are going to be out, and also we have Belko that we have to check. But I think it's going to be difficult until we do more assessments for tomorrow, because he finished the other day with the game with some issues on the knee, and I think for tomorrow, I think it's going to be difficult. Yes.
Okay, and you're welcoming back David and Marcus Senesi, which will obviously be a big boost for you because they've got some experience which on Tuesday perhaps you didn't have.
Yes, definitely. Brooksy and Marcos are very important players for us. Now, with how we have now with the suspensions and injuries, probably the area where we struggle more is going to be the midfield. We will have to find players not only to start, but even for the subs, and we will have to see how we can deal with this. But it's something that will happen to all the teams, and we will have to adapt. Yes.
Chelsea suffered their first defeat against Leeds in 8 matches. They've been on a really strong run. How do you assess them when you look at them as a side, their strengths, their weaknesses, and perhaps maybe there'll be a reaction off the back of that defeat?
I think they are doing very, very well. I think they play very well. They are managing also the all the competitions very well. Enzo is rotating the team and keeping all the players alive. Also, they changed quite a lot the team the other day against Leeds, so I expect a lot of the normally starters that had a rest to start against us, so it means it's going to be like their best 11 or close to their best 11, so we have to be ready for the best Chelsea, that especially this season they've been really good.
When you look at that Chelsea attacking setup, Esteval, Cole Palmer, João Pedro, does it feel like collectively they have the best attacking group in the Premier League? It certainly looks on paper like they have so many options. They're the joint top away scorers in the Premier League, so they can score away from home as well.
Yes, they've been really good this season. Offensively, defensively, I think they have also such a big squad that when they make the subs, normally they improve because they have, especially in the offensive positions, the wingers are in a really great form. I think with also different options in every side. Probably they have also a big player missing, that is Caicedo, that I think is important for them, but I would give them Caicedo, if they give me Tyler and Lou probably, but it's true that he's a big player for them. But when you face a team that is fighting for everything, because Chelsea is fighting with the ones that are going to be there for the title. You have to be very, very good, very, very good, and hope that they don't have the best day like probably happened against Leeds.
And just finally, we've spoken so much about Anton this season and how incredible he's been and how much he's developed and how important he is to your side. It's 6 games in the Premier League without a goal or an assist. Now, the narrative could be suggested that all of this talk around him and the release clause, January, speculation is affecting him. Would you say it is, or would you say he's absolutely level and comfortable in himself and is still performing the way you want?
No, Antoine is giving us a lot. I think he's been close to the goals or to the assist, and he's not also a number 9. He's not someone we are expecting him to score every game. He's a winger that has normally is a very good threat for us, and I think he can continue giving us a lot of numbers, but it's not his main job. He has to do a lot of the jobs for the team. I think he's still being a threat. He's trying to help us in every game, and I haven't seen any change in his attitude. No.
Brilliant. Thank you.
In terms of what Enzo Maresca is doing with Chelsea this season, he's working with a young squad as well. Do you think they're in a title race?
I think they are one of the best teams in the competitions. I don't know. There are 3-4 teams that we all know, the teams that are, I think, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and them, that probably they are a little bit above the others, and they are doing very well. And Enzo, for me, is a top coach. In possession, out of possession, I think he's improving the team. The more time he is there, the better the Chelsea play. And it's going to be very difficult for us because they have very good players that are very well coached. So if we want to beat them, we will have to be at our very best, yes.
Just a few weeks ago, during the Crystal Palace match, for a period of time, Bournemouth were top of the Premier League, now down in 14th. Are there specific things that may have changed since that period which has meant the dip in form?
These things normally at the beginning of the seasons always happen. You ask me about where you want to be. I care about the points. Probably we are more in the positions that we belong to, that we were in that moment. I think we are in a 5 games. And also now we have Chelsea and United. We have difficult schedule. So, but we have to be leveled. It's not like we were amazing and now we are a disaster. No, we are the same. We are the same players. I am the same coach, and we have to go through this tough period. Especially when in the Premier League the level of the competition is so big that when you don't win the 2 games that you have there against the teams that are around you, you can struggle and you can be a long period without a win. Yes.
You'll be without 3 of your most experienced midfielders for this game. Do you think you're struggling a bit with the lack of experience in the team that's available to work with the younger players?
We are a very young team, this is clear, but we were also past season. It's like more than the age, it's about the adaptations of the new players, the understanding of what makes us a good team, and I think the help from the ones that have been with us, already 3 seasons, and they can help the new ones is always necessary. When you lack, like the other day, that we lack some of these experienced players on the pitch. It's true that it gets more difficult for us. Yes.
When things are going well, everyone wants to be around you and praise you. When things aren't going so well, people can become a bit more distant. Do you feel like you've had to change in any way during this period to try and get the form back?
No, I feel the same. I don't feel these differences. No, we are still in a good position. It's not like we are in a touching distance of a lot of clubs. We are points wise in a relatively decent position. But it's true that we are worried in the sense that it's costing us now a lot. There are moments where you cannot give the performance you want, and you have everything costs more. Nothing you feel goes in your way, and you have to continue working and believing because these moments happen in every season.
Just finally, in terms of Evan Nilson, just the 1 goal this season, is anything being done extra with him to try and get his confidence up and get the goals coming?
No. We've continued working the same way with him. I think it's not something that happens only to him. I was reading the other day, I think Ollie Watkins was with 1 goal and scored 2 the other day. I don't know, Tierno Barry that played against us played really well, and also I don't know if he has scored. Or you can have very valuable strikers without the numbers, or with some moments where he scores a lot. We know Evan Nilson can score goals because he has scored goals for us past season. We appreciate him a lot as a player, and I'm very thankful that we have him in the team. The other day I think he was very good also coming from the bench, and I have no issue with him now.
You mentioned Ollie Watkins there. Before he got his 2 goals against Brighton, the manager was talking about everything he was doing around scoring goals, so that's quite important for Evan Nilson as well.
Yes. Our demands are much more than scoring goals. I think you have to be difficult for the centre backs. You have to play the game apart from the finishing side, and if we can put him in positions to score, we fully trust him. Yes.